Good morning, students. Today we are starting with communication buses peripheral component interconnect. A PCI bus, a peripheral component interconnect board, connects CPU and expansion boards such as modem cards, network cards, sound card, TV card, everything, whatever is you want to connect can be connected through peripheral component interconnect. These expansion boards are normally plugged into expansion slots on the motherboard. These are three important expansion boards: RS-232, then RS-422, RS-485. These are PCI interfaces. Let us understand RS-232. RS-232 interface complies with the interface standard for serial data communication established by Electronic Industries Alliance. The original number is EIA RS-232. It is widely used for computer serial interface peripheral connections. Mouse can be connected to the computer or CPU. Keyboard can be connected to the CPU, and this is through a peripheral interface connections. It also connects cables and mechanical, electrical, signal and transfer processes. The data transmission rate specified by RS-232C standard is 50, 75, 100, 150, 300, 600, 1200, 2400, 4800, 9600, 19200 watts per second. The features of RS-232. RS-232 is one of the mainstream serial communication interfaces. Due to early appearance of the RS-232 interface standard, it is inevitable that there are deficiencies. Mainly the following 4 points are there. The signal level of interface is high, which is easy to damage the chip of the interface circuitry. The voltage of any signal line on the RS-232 interface is in a negative logic relationship. That is, the logic 1 is -3 to -15. The logic 0 is +3 to 15 volt, and the noise margin is 2 volt. So baud rate is from 0 to 19,200 bauds per second. And there are two logic, that is positive as well as negative logic. That is, the receiver is required to recognize a signal higher than +3 volt as a logic 0 and a signal lower than -3 volt as a logic 1. A TTL level of 5 volt as a logic positive and 0 as a logic negative. Incompatible with the TTL level, a level shifting circuit is required to connect to the TTL circuitry. Second feature, the transmission rate is low. Due to which we do not prefer. In asynchronous transmission, the bit rate is 20 kilobits per second. Therefore, in the 51 CPLD development board, the integrated program baud rate can only be 19,200, which is also reason why it is inevitable. Third reason, the interface uses a signal line and a signal return string to form a common ground transmission form. The standard ground transmission is prone to common mode interface, so the noise immunity is weak. The fourth drawback, the transmission distance is limited. The maximum transmission distance is 50 feet. It can only reach about 15 meters or so. Let us switch to RS422 features. Since the RS422 4-wire interface uses separate transmit and receive channels, there is no need to control the data direction. Any necessary signal exchange between devices can be done in software mode, X on and X off handshaking, or handwear mode. A separate pair of standard wires are available. The RS422 is a maximum transmission distance of 4000 feet, or it is 1200 meters, and a maximum transmission rate of 10 Mbps. The length of the balanced twisted pair is inversely proportional to transmission rate. Means if transmission rate is high, then length should be less. If transmission rate is less, then length can be increased. And it is possible to reach the maximum transmission distance below 100 kbps rates. The highest rate of transmission is only possible at very short distances. The maximum transmission rate on a typical 100-meter twisted pair is only 1 megabits per second. RS422 requires a terminating resistor that requires a resistance equal to approximately the characteristics impedance of the transmission cable. So there is no impedance loading. In the short distance transmission, there is no need to terminate the resistor. That is, generally no need to terminate the resistor below 300 meters. The terminating resistor is connected to the farthest end of the transmission cable. RS423 overview. RS423, known as RS-EIA TIA 423, is a standard for serial communication and enhanced with features superior to RS232. It defines an unbalanced interface similar to RS232 with a single unidirectional transmit driver and allows up to 10 receivers. It is typically implemented with IC technology and can also for serial binary signal exchange between DTE and DCE. RS422 supports multi-point connections, while RS423 supports only point-to-point links. RS422 is designed for the direct connection of smart devices. In contrast, RS423 is designed to augment RS4232 and act as intermediary between RS422 and RS232. So RS423 is intermediary. RS423 and RS232 have all the disadvantages of devices using common ground, which can degrade device communication and may lead to potential communication features. The cause is undetermined. In this regard, RS422 and RS485, and Ethernet over twisted pair connections are superior because of the shortcomings of RS232. It is unpopular in industry. Let us understand RS485. RS485 serial bus is widely used when the communication distance must be several tens of meters to several kilometers. So generally in the Wi-Fi it is used. RS485 uses balanced transmit and differential receives so that it can reject common mode interference. In addition to the high sensitivity of the bus transceiver, it can detect voltages as low as 200 millivolt. So recover the transmitted signal beyond kilometer. RS485 uses a half duplex mode of operation. Half duplex mode of operation means only unidirectional transmission takes place and sends only one point at any time. Therefore, as transmitting circuit must be controlled by an enabled signal. RS485 is very convenient for multi-point interconnection and can save many signal lines. Applications RS485 can be networked to form a distributed system that allows up to 32 and 32 receivers connected in parallel. In response to the shortcomings of RS232C, the new standard RS485 has different features such as electrical characteristics of RS485. The logic is represented by the voltage difference between the 2 volt, 2 plus 6 volt, and the logic 0 is represented by the voltage difference between the two lines minus 6 volt to minus 2 volt. It is plus 15 and this is minus 6 to minus 2. The interface signal level is lower than RS232C and it is not damage the interface circuit chip. The level is compatible with the TTL level, which is convenient for connecting with the TTL circuit. The highest data transmission rate is 10 Mbps. The RS485 interface adopts a combination of balanced driver and a differential receiver which has anti-common solid mode and interface capability, that is good anti-noise performance. The maximum transmission distance of RS485 interface is 4000 feet, which is actually up to 3000 meters or say 3 kilometers. The RS232C interface allows only one transceiver connected to the bus, that is single station capability. In contrast, RS485 interface allows only up to 128 transceivers connected on the bus, that is multi-station stability. The device network can be quickly using a single RS485 interface. RS422 can work and receive with full duplex operation through two pairs of twisted pairs. RS485 can only work half duplex and cannot perform transmission and reception simultaneously, but it only needs one couple of twisted pairs. RS422 and 485 can transmit 100 meters at 19 kbps. A device can connect to the line on the new transceiver. The electrical performance of RS-422 is the same as RS-485. The main difference is that RS-422 has 4 signal lines, 2 transmissions YZ and receptions AB. Since the reception and transmissions of RS-422 are separate, they can be simultaneously received and transmitted, which is full duplex. RS-422 is full duplex. RS-485 has 2 signal lines, transmission and reception. We will see next part in the next lecture. This completes your unit number 5. Thank you.